welcome back to Max Reaction. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're doing good. I'm doing good. Let me know how you're doing down below in the comment section. Let me know how your holiday has been. Hopefully it was real positive. Hopefully you had a good time with your friends and family. But for now, we're going to do a reaction video. And this is the Philippines safe? 4 months of travel. So it's somebody that traveled the Philippines. And they're going to let us know, did they feel it was safe or not? And for me, I feel just as if I were here or there, you know. Maybe it's a little less safe for me in the Philippines because I'm a foreigner, so people, you know, people with bad intentions might be like, man, that's somebody we can get at, you know. But for the most part, you know, if I stick around my friends and my family in the Philippines, I definitely feel safe. I may feel a little less safe maybe going into the city alone, because you're, you know, as a foreigner, you become a target, I think. But for me, I've never really encountered anything that's happened to me that was negative, you know. I'm not saying it may not in the future, but I feel comfortable going to the Philippines, and I would feel comfortable living in the Philippines, especially I would have lots of family around me to support, you know. I have no problem going to the Philippines. I absolutely love the Philippines, and we go every year, and we take our children, and hopefully in the future, you know, we'll live there, because I'd like for my wife to be around her family and friends, because she sacrificed a lot by being over here with me away from her family and friends. That's just my go at it, but let's see what this guy has to say. Let's check it out. Let's react to it.
Secret that the Philippines is one of the most beautiful countries in the entire
world. Very beautiful.
But what if I told you that the most beautiful thing about this country was actually its people?
Very beautiful people.
I am back in the Philippines after a brief little passport run. I went to Singapore for probably a total of like 3-4 days, and I've got a lot of exciting things in store for the next final few days here in the Philippines. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Look at this. Oh my gosh, and check this out. Just as incredible as I remember. Guys, the Novotel is probably my favorite hotel chain, and you know what, it's not the world's most expensive hotel, but they give you incredible value. For what you pay, you get so much.
I always spend my time with family at their house.
That's a necessity. On the bed, they've made a whale. That's so funny. Here I am doing work. I take a look outside and look at the sunset tonight, guys. This is incredible.
Manila.
Just overlooking Manila here in Quezon City. There is something about this country. Now I could go on for hours talking about the waterfalls, the unforgettable sunsets, the cerulean blue waters, the incredible desolate islands that few have discovered. But there's something unrivaled that I can't find anywhere. I want to stop
that for a second, because he's made other videos that help make the Philippines more popular, because this man has made awesome videos that showed the world, like, look at this beauty. And since that video was made, tourists have flooded in. So this guy's helped the economy quite a bit, I think, you know. But let's keep going.
Anywhere else in the world, and that's what I want to talk about today, and that is the people. In all of my travels, there's no country that has come close to this level of happiness, of
hi, Mark.
So now I actually wanted to talk about what is it that makes these people so happy, and what's something that can be learned from them. What are some takeaways that hopefully we can all take back home with us to wherever we live.
Right.
So I'm not going to pretend that I have the all-in-one answer, and that's why I wanted to open up the discussion to you guys, because I do want to hear your thoughts on what makes people who have so little financially speaking so happy. So the first thing that I've really come to notice is that this is a country that puts family first. Yes. So much of the Filipino people's happiness seems to be derived in spending time with their loved ones. And you can even see that in a country where so much of the population has to literally leave the country and go work abroad to send money back home to their family. I mean, that right there shows the ultimate sacrifice. Now, I'm trying not to get too philosophical on this video, but in order to fully understand why the Filipino people are so happy, I think we also have to look at the other side of the coin. I would definitely argue that the more we possess, the more we're caught up in needing more things. If we weren't constantly bombarded with marketing that tells us that we need this new product, I would definitely argue that our happiness would be derived from something much more meaningful.
Right.
Similar to the way the Filipino people have found their happiness in being with family, in being with friends, in appreciating the little things. If you're able to find happiness in the things that don't cost money, then you're able to find happiness just about anywhere in the world.
I agree with that
That is the one thing that I've truly learned from being abroad, from seeing new things. But you've not experienced a true happiness until you've visited this country. Now naturally, most people arrive here in the Philippines with their shield up. They're worried about their safety, about their possessions. They're worried they're going to be taken advantage of. And
that's a smart way to be. You got to have your shield up wherever you go. I have my shield up here in my home country because I know if people will take advantage of me if I let them, you know. That just goes anywhere around the world. You could say that.
It's just a natural impulse. We have to do that as travelers. But as soon as you actually start to travel the country and get to know its people, you'll see for yourself that you can definitely lower your guard. This is a country of beautiful people with golden hearts. I guarantee you, you'll have a hard time finding any country with kinder and happier people who are more willing to accommodate and help you out in your time of need. It is not only the landscapes, but the people of this country that make the Philippines my #1 travel pick. I actually wanted to tell you guys a really cool story, and this is kind of a summary of how it's like to travel the Philippines if you open yourself up to the people. About 2.5 years ago, I had my first adventure here in the Philippines. I landed in Cebu City in the Mactan airport, and I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. To be honest, I was a little bit nervous about my first travels to the Philippines. I had been asked by so many people if this country was safe that I started to question it myself. So naturally, I was worried about theft, I was naturally worried about people trying to take advantage of me, and I was honestly a bit cold to the people around me because I was just thinking to myself, this is somebody who wants to take advantage of me. I was on a bus heading south from the airport to see the whale sharks, and there was this group of Filipino people, probably about 10 to 12 people. I decided that, hey, I've got 3 hours in this bus. I can either sit here and be annoyed at the person singing Justin Bieber right behind me, or I can decide to get involved and talk to them and get to know what they're about. Next thing I know, I've made myself 10 to 12 best friends, and not only did I get into a conversation with these people, but I even got invited to join them on a trip to an island I had never heard of. Just like that, I headed another extra 2 hours south. Instead of staying the night in a hotel, which would have been costly, we decided to do an all-nighter, and we sang karaoke till 5 in the morning until it was time to catch the next ferry going to the island of Siquijor. Once we arrived in the island, we pulled our money together and we decided to rent a pickup truck. Now this thing was a complete beater, but it was part of the adventure. It broke down about 3 times throughout our trip, but every single time the local Filipino people would come out, they would help us do an oil replacement or to cool the motor down with water. They were so kind. It didn't matter what happened. People from all the neighborhoods, from anywhere in the Philippines, have always been willing to help me in a time of need. Again, as I continued on in this trip with this group that I had literally just met, they excitedly offered to cook me one of their local Filipino dishes. This is known as a boodle fight. And they actually cooked up on a massive banana leaf an assortment of different foods, everything from sea urchin, rice, spam, or like this weird meat thing. I don't even know what was on the plate. But the experience is one of the things that I remember to this day. When I think back on what is it like to be a traveler, that is the #1 experience that comes to mind, is that day that I decided to join a random group to sing karaoke through the night, to eat strange foods off of a banana leaf, to rent a beat-up pickup truck and have it break down in the middle of nowhere, but know that I was safe at every single point of this trip. That is what it's like to travel the Philippines, and that is why I believe wholeheartedly that they are the happiest, the kindest people that you will ever come across. And it's why that you need to experience the Philippines.
You should be very proud if you're Filipino, you're in the Philippines, and you hear somebody like this say that. It can't get any better than that. You're the happiest people. Like, that's a high mark. That's a real high mark.
For yourself. So I've just met Nico here. He's escorting me with an umbrella because we've got a rainy meetup ahead of us today. I don't know if this is a crowd waiting for a meetup, but there's a lot of people chilling. So real quickly, people are forming. Hey, welcome to the vlog. Daniel's on his way, and then also Brett Maverick's gonna be joining us. So it's really cool. I hope the weather doesn't stop people from coming out today, but at least we've got this like nicely sheltered area. It's beautiful. Fashionably late. How are you doing, man? Good, man. My good friend Krishna. So we're about to get kicked out, I think, from the area. Pardon? What's not allowed? Not allowed to go big. Told to leave. leave. So begins the great migration to try to find property. These are the diehards. They hang around even when it's raining. Alright, we're all assembling for a group photo. How are you? Good to see you.
What a good
So as you
time.
guys probably know, I've been trying to do a Tagalog word every single day. Tagalog, if you don't know, is a Filipino language.
I think it's paalam,
Okay.
or it means goodbye.
Oh, that's so sad, but it's very fitting. What's it? What is it?
Paalam.
Paalam. Am I saying right? Paalam?
Yeah.
Paalam means goodbye. Actually, that was so perfect for the end of this vlog. Paalam,
Yeah.
everybody. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye!
From the meetup in Manila, the meetup in Cebu, and the countless people who have come up and said hi on the street corners, I just wanted to say thank you so much for your support. You guys have made this trip unforgettable, and I know that I'll be back very, very soon. It's 1:30. I've got a flight heading somewhere very exciting, which you will see in the next video, but I need to pack up. I need to get out of the hotel, the Novotel Araneta. It's been a dream. There's something else I need to show you downstairs before I check out of the hotel. Before leaving, Angela is going to be showing me what we're getting. So what
Yummy.
This is our homemade ice cream. There's 18 flavors. They're made in-house. It's made with natural ingredients.
Yummy.
Okay.
So no preservatives.
Alright. So apparently the pastry chefs recommend trying durian mixed with the coffee one.
Together.
I liked it because I couldn't taste the durian once I tried the coffee one.
That stuff
Right
looks
now,
tasty.
I'm getting a 15 scoop ice cream. It's ridiculous. I'm maybe gonna have 2 scoops. Oh my
Whoa.
god. What the?
Ain't no way I could eat all that. I'd try. I'd try. And the thing I got the most out of what he said is, you know, of course you gotta have your guard up, but for the most part, the majority of the people, they're there to show you love, show you support, show you their country, show you their smile, and just give you a positive experience. So there's always gonna be the bad ones, but the good ones, you know, far, far outweigh the bad ones. So awesome video. He had experiences that I think we all dream of, because what could be better than that? Just going off to a country you've never been, meeting this big group of people, them showing you all kinds of love, showing you their culture, cooking you food, and just having a good time. That's just amazing. But anyway, those are my feelings. You heard my thoughts. What's your feelings? What's your thoughts? Comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking. Recommend something for me to react to down below in the comment section. Hopefully you've joined the family. But for now, I'll see you next time. Peace.